Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we are here to support you on your evolutionary journey. Today, we want to continue the discussion we started last Sunday in our live call. For those of you who are watching this video and have not seen or heard the live call or unaware of it, it is available at the link that is provided below. Today, we continue the discussion, talking to you about what is happening on your earth and how that is impacting you, how it is affecting you, what you may be feeling, and what you can expect. We are not talking about political, we are not talking about economical, we are not talking about geological, we are not talking about religious things that are in third dimension right now. We're talking about something that comes from a grander, more cosmic scale. We're talking about more light coming into your planet as your planet moves into higher and higher realms. What's happening in what you might call scientific terms, what we call an absolute truth, is that your sun is sending more light through coronal mass ejections and solar flares into the planet. This is recorded as what you call CMEs, coronal mass ejections, and they're recorded in terms of how large they are and what impact they have. But they cannot see, the scientists we mean, cannot see the entire impact that they have. They only register the velocity and how they affect the outer environment as they can perceive it. We are here to share a larger perspective with you about that. When the sun sends more light to your planet, it breaks through your magnetosphere and it allows in more and more dense plasma, which makes you feel sluggish, tired, heavy, and interferes with normal rhythms of your life. This is because the sun is supporting you and breaking out of old routine patterns, habitual styles of living, and helping you to become lighter and lighter. You're moving from a carbon-based form into a crystalline-based form, and the sun is providing more light to help that. So we alluded to some of the physical things you may experience, the extreme tiredness, the heaviness, the inability to sleep. There are others that go along with this too. We call them ascension symptoms because you are on the path of ascending if you choose to tune in to the energy that is being provided and to work with it. This is, of course, a planet of choice. So it remains your choice whether you wish to struggle and hope that you'll get back to the way, quote, things used to be, unquote, or whether you hope things will get better, but you keep doing the same patterns of behavior. That can be your choice. But a better choice from our perspective is to be curious about what is occurring. How is this bringing me more light? How am I changing? What ways does it show up that I'm changing into a more crystalline form? One of the first things you may notice is that your body does not respond to external stimuli in the way that it used to. The ascension symptoms are many, and they can include a change in appetite, smelling things differently or more sensitively than before, taste changing, not wanting the same foods or craving more of them, deciding that you just want to eat a healthier diet because suddenly you align with the lighter energies, so you want a more plant-based diet, having irregular digestion, where your stomach is adjusting as you adjust to new foods, or having stomach distress to the old foods because your stomach is adjusting to the new energy. Either way, there's a lot of adjustment going on. Also, with the dense plasma that arrives, you will probably be feeling joint pain, muscular pain, and sometimes you will feel the distress all the way at the bone level. You are not sick. There's nothing wrong with you. The more sensitive you are, the more you are aligned with light, the more you will feel the symptoms, and they are a gift. Even though they are uncomfortable, they are a gift. They are akin to the discomfort that a mother who's going to give birth feels before the birth process and the gift arrives when she has her child. In the same way, you are birthing yourselves into the new version, the higher version of being a new human. So the birth process is uncomfortable, but you are moving towards a gift if you choose. What you must do to choose this is to align with the concepts that may be outside of your third dimensional perspective. These concepts include that you can ascend with your body rather than dying out of it, that you can live much longer than you had imagined, that you always live from the perspective of your consciousness, because even if you choose to leave your body behind, your consciousness never dies. You remain you, only you become much smarter, you have a wider perspective, more loving, and more connected to everything and everybody in the universe when you open your heart and you participate in this evolutionary process. You may also be experiencing things that feel quite disruptive in your energy, plans, like you walk into one room and you can't remember what you came to get, or you forget where you put things, or you can't remember what you had for breakfast, or if breakfast was yesterday or today. In other words, your mental state is also adjusting to helping you be fully present in the now moment, not thinking about what happened yesterday, not planning for what will come tomorrow, not even planning for what will come later today, but being in the now moment and responding intuitively to what needs to be done in that now moment. You're not losing your memory. You're simply refocusing and learning to respond to your environment and circumstances through intuitive and telepathic communication. You may also be noticing, particularly right now in this crossed energy of Mercury retrograde, but just in general, you may be noticing that communication doesn't flow as smoothly as it used to. You may say something and the other person does not hear you at all, and they respond to something completely different than what you said. Or you may say something and they don't hear you, or they dismiss what you say, or something else happens in the communication, or you may not hear what they say. This happens in order for you to recognize that your experience is larger than how you perceive it in duality: right, wrong, you, me. Your perspective is being expanded into us, we, our, everyone, everything. That means that when you miscommunicate, you simply take a breath and say, let me try to express that a different way. Or, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you meant. Let's try again. You're being given the opportunity to practice deeper listening, to being more flexible and able to say, I know what I said, falls away. And you can begin to say, well, I thought I expressed it like this, but maybe I wasn't clear. In other words, you're being given the opportunity to become more flexible. And as you become more flexible in your speech and in your thoughts, your body will also reflect more flexibility. These are things that are happening to you at the mental level. At the emotional level, the intense energy of the dense plasma and the particular CME energy may cause you to have volatile explosions of emotion. We remind you that you are in control of your own emotions. You are the one who takes responsibility for what you feel. No one else can make you feel anything. They may trigger something within you that needs your perspective to change or teach you how to respond rather than react. But no one else can make you mad. No one else can make you frustrated. No one else can make you sad. Those are your emotions. And if you want more information about what emotions are, you may find information for that in our Wisdom from the Star trilogy on our website with the link below. However, a brief summary is to tell you that when you have emotions, they are uncomfortable, and that discomfort is telling you something within me is not aligned with the higher perspective of truth. I need to change that. There are steps for how to do that contained in all three of our books in the Wisdom from the Stars trilogy: Conversations with Laarkmaa, Remembering Who We Are, and Pleiadian Manual for Accelerated Ascension and Evolution. We give you this information over and over again because we know that your emotional state is the place that you get triggered and tripped up the most in your evolutionary process. Please know that as the light brings more light into you, and as you have the experience of more emotional volatility, know that you are being purified, you are being cleansed, and you get to participate in that process by taking responsibility for your own thoughts, your own actions, and your own reactions. If something triggers you and you feel very angry very quickly, remember your first step is to take a deep breath, be quiet, step back or walk away from the situation, calm yourself, and then ask, what within me is being triggered that I need to change? Remembering it is never the other person's fault. They're offering you a gift of a trigger so that you can evolve, so that you can transcend your reactive responses. So take a step back, use the tools of your emotion to help you know, oh, I'm out of harmony again. Let me reintegrate and re-regulate myself. And then you can go back to the person and practice a calm conversation. If the other person is upset or triggered, your being able to remain calm and say, let's try again, will demonstrate for them other ways of being engaged in conflict. You become someone who is teaching by example because you are transcending your own triggers. This is very, very important work in this time of your ascension process and the time of your evolution. And it helps not only those who are choosing to be on the ascension path, but it also helps those who continue by their choice to go around and around on the wheel of karma. For when they see it demonstrated that there is another way, they have a choice themselves to take that energy in and consider it. Maybe not in this lifetime, maybe in another round on the karmic wheel, but that example has been shown to them. So in that case, you are being of service to others, as well as helping yourself to evolve. This fact of being able to use emotional energy and change your thought process and change everything about how you become flexible and how you become non-reactive makes a kinder, more compassionate you. In other words, you become a higher version of yourself. Cullen calls this your future self. You are becoming your future self. There's also another saying by Cullen that we like very much that you can use and share with others, and that is that you cannot be in a state of reaction if you're in a state of compassion. And likewise, you cannot be in a state of compassion if you're in a state of reaction. So if you are reacting to someone or something or some situation, you absolutely have lost one of your essential gifts, which is compassion. And if you are in the middle of being compassionate, it is impossible for you to react, for you're using your gift to stay calm, centered, and to teach by example. Use this and use it wisely. Another tool that may help you is Pia's favorite saying that you should be kind to everyone, for you never know how someone else is suffering. If you're feeling grumpy, unhappy, in pain, and discomfort, one of the best things you can do is find someone that you can help. Because when you focus on helping them, even if it is just with a soft touch, a gentle look, a kind word, a comment about their smile or something positive that you can offer, whatever you can do to focus on helping them immediately raises your own vibration and helps you to move out of your distress. So in saying be kind to everyone, you help yourself and you help all others. These are important tools, and you're living in a very important time. Your sun is producing more solar flares, more coronal mass ejections, and stronger ones than you have ever experienced. You just had one in May that was the strongest one in 500 years. They are increasing in intensity and will continue to increase in the coming months. So know that they are for your good, and know that you are given the opportunity and the choice to exercise higher perspectives as you purify, cleanse, and create a more crystalline body through your choices, so that you get to be in an environment that supports your future self, rather than being stuck in an environment that no longer feels supportive to you. These solar rays, solar CMEs, and strong X-class plus storms will continue for the next few months. You'll probably feel them very strongly in August, September, and October in your linear time. But remember, time is liquid. So when you feel you are in the middle of an intense experience, practice telling yourself, this is only for now, and every now moment changes. Hydrate yourself. Water is extremely important right now. And if you can access some H2 to accelerate your level of oxygen while you're drinking your water, that is a good thing to do. You may find references to this somewhere on the website. We don't know where, but we do know that there are products that you can use to put more hydrogen in your H2O water so that your cells receive more hydrogen with the oxygen, and they can breathe and communicate more easily during this communicative time of sun and you. Also, remember that sea buckthorn helps you with radiation when you feel the sun is burning you too hot. It helps you deflect some of the energies. And the most important thing to remember as you transition through this time is that this is a gift. The purification takes out places that have been stored with you in darkness, not only in this lifetime, but multiple lifetimes in multiple dimensions. You are becoming lighter, cleaner, purer, happier, and more joyful, even if it does not feel like that at this particular moment. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate and kind to everyone around you. Rest as much as needed. Take naps if your body asks for them. Eat only plant-based foods, which is not dense. Have lighter and lighter conversations. Avoid sugar at all costs because it will keep you stuck in the density and harm you. And know above all things that you are a being of light and you are a being of love. If you wish more support during this process, you may find ways to do that by listening to our live calls twice a month, by watching our ongoing YouTubes on this YouTube channel, or even scheduling a private session for a conversation with our interstellar group to help you move through your own places of evolution and ascension. We love you. Good always.